Dubai has emerged as a key investment hub for Africa in recent years, and now the Middle East's leading business hub is taking that relationship one step further by setting up shop in Africa's largest economy. There's plenty to build on. According to its own figures, Dubai's non-oil bilateral trade with Nigeria reached around $2.1 billion in 2022, with an annual growth of nearly 40%. Jim Stanman has more.
Dubai International Chamber recently opened its 7th office in Africa, and this time in the continent's most populous country, as the wider oil-rich Gulf region seeks to leverage its unique geography with sound investment opportunities in a neighboring region.
Dubai is the most connected city to Africa, out of Africa. You can fly from an African city to another one. It will take you longer than flying from Dubai to the other African city.
A reality highlighted by the Chamber's chief executive earlier this year, even if flights between the UAE and Nigeria have often been suspended in recent years due to challenges for international airlines in repatriating funds from the country.
The Dubai Chamber of Commerce, being in Lagos, is a huge opportunity for Nigerians. But first of all, I want to say that it is, I think, a sign that Dubai is very serious about the economic opportunities in Nigeria.
Something also reflected at a major conference that took place on the sidelines of the office opening, attracting over 230 participants and 15 Dubai-based companies. This just weeks after Saudi Arabia, which is challenging the UAE as a business hub, hosted an African-themed summit, signing deals well worth over $500 million and pledging to invest $50 billion in development projects across the continent, seeing significant opportunities at a time when all Gulf countries are busy diversifying their oil-based economies.
It's not a matter of choice these days, 1.3 billion people with lots of resources, natural resources, How can you develop your economy without Africa? It's a must.
And Gulf investors, typically backed by governments, can afford to take a long-term view when it comes to Africa.
There's significant returns to be had. I mean, if you're talking about Africa as a continent, like you said, 1.3 billion people, it's going to hit 2.5 by 2050, $3.1 trillion.
Enertech, backed by the Kuwaiti Sovereign Wealth Fund, is seizing opportunities in sub-Saharan Africa, helping to bring power to 4 countries there, but hopes to reach just short of 20 in coming months, while also developing a carbon trading framework in Rwanda.
So as an integrated continental market, it's a tremendous opportunity. A tremendous opportunity. But the problem is, again, the infrastructure within continental Africa. Only 34% of people have access to electricity.
And investing in critical infrastructure, the only way to truly unlock the African continental free trade area, may prove the soundest opportunity for Gulf investors.
Dubai has really huge strengths in infrastructure, and I think that's a huge opportunity for Nigeria. We've heard from the federal government, for instance, it's going to take about 2.3 trillion over the next 20 years to really fill this infrastructure gap.
But as the Gulf looks to the continent more broadly, Africa may have to learn to speak with one united voice to truly live up to its potential as an investment destination.
We need to strategically think about how that potential is turned into success on Africa's own terms. Africa has so much, but sometimes we settle for so little.
Jim Stanman, CGTN, Dubai.